Been talking so much, haven't we, about Me Too and inappropriate behaviour.
Personal
It's
space.
confusing, isn't it? Someone who can answer all this, though, is Lindsay Meadows, cuddling therapist and advocate, who says it's a good thing to do. And, of course, we've got Lady Colin Campbell, and you're not a big hugger, are you? You don't think it's right in the workplace?
Absolutely not.
OK, well, let's find out then. First of all, why should we hug? And more importantly, what is the correct way to hug your colleague?
Well, hugging relieves stress and depression, boosts the immune system. There's all sorts of benefits that you get from hugging because it produces oxytocin, serotonin, dopamine, all those good feel-good chemicals.
Yeah.
And, yeah, any time you hug, it's really important that you ask the person, would you like a hug?
Not just launch yourself.
Yeah, because obviously not everyone likes a hug, and that's fine. And I think it comes down to if they grew up with touch or not.
If you're a professional hugger, though,
Yeah.
it sort of feels to me like it might defeat the point of the hug. Because if Ranvir came in this morning and gave me a massive hug, I've had one of those weeks where everything's gone wrong.
Yeah.
She gave me a big hug and I thought, that's lovely. But if I thought she got 30 quid for that, it might not have felt the same way.
But, you know, it's really interesting because when a client turns up, it's always a bit awkward at first and you're strangers. But then once you start to cuddle, again, it releases oxytocin, which makes you feel safe and trusting, and you actually have a genuine connection.
So, Lady Colin Campbell, who do you like hugging?
Well, I like hugging who I like to hug, and I want to be hugged by who I want to be hugged. But, you know, professional hugging skates very close to prostitution because the fact of the matter is that affection has got to be sincere, spontaneous, natural, to be desirable. If it's paid, if it's professional, you're getting very close to not only moral problems, but psychological problems. I mean, if people have a problem and need to be hugged, they can have their own arrangements with their colleagues. Well, I'm sorry, I think it's very dangerous.
Not everyone does have the option to get a hug and to get that kind of physical comfort.
Then they shouldn't be getting it, darling, from the workplace. They should be getting it from their own life.
We do have an increasing sense of loneliness, don't we, in society? We talk about loneliness on this programme a lot. And actually, people live on their own. They live in flats or they live in different places. You don't see your neighbours, you possibly don't. And work may be the one place in which you feel yourself, you feel valued. And actually, if some of my best friends are people I've met through work, and that all started with warmth and a hug, and I don't know.
Sharing.
But that's all good, but that's not orchestrated. When you
I'm not being paid for that.
When you have orchestrated, paid for affection, it's regulating something that should be unregulated.
Who would pay you to do it? Would it be the individual, or is it a corporate thing? Like, do companies want you to come in and hug people for?
It's normally individual one-on-one sessions that I do.
Really?
And is it part of a process of making people feel supported?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It builds confidence, and the thing is, it's a way to give compassion to people, and touch is actually the best way to communicate.
Yes, although
The challenges are, though, Megan has said, I can see the queue for workplace harassment compensation lining up now. This is the world we're in, isn't it? And Gemma says, not the ones I work with. They're miserable, grumpy, and I wouldn't hug any of them.
Well, sounds like they need a hug.
They probably need a hug, don't they? Has it changed the work you do because of all the things that have come out to do with Me Too and inappropriate, behaviour and touching?
Well, there's a real focus on boundaries and what people are comfortable with. And one of the things that I do in a session is help that person raise awareness of, does this feel OK? Is this all right? Because
you do like a cuddle, don't you, Lady Colin?
Oh, absolutely, and I have nothing against affection. And I suppose if it's a one-on-one and you're actually giving therapy, if you're giving therapy in the workplace and it's not psychological therapy, it's like you're actually like a massage artist. That's one thing. But if it becomes people, you're unleashed on everybody.
Would you accept a cuddle this morning?
Oh, hugging.
Oh, well, darling, from the both of you, yes.
Well, come on, then.
What about
from you as well?
professional?
Come on.